guys, so today I'm here with my July Petit Vour box, which is the cruelty-free summer edition. This was a collab between Petit Vour and Thoughtfully magazine, which is a new vegan magazine, I believe, or it's cruelty-free. I'm not sure, I haven't picked it up yet. But it's a new quarterly magazine filled with gorgeous editorials, mindful living tips, and inspiration on how to elevate your ethics day to day. Day to day. Cheers to living passionately. So there were 4 products in this month's box. I'm pretty sure 4 is the standard amount of products. There used to be a varying number, I think, depending on size, but I think they've settled on 4 recently. I can't remember a box. The last time we had, I can't remember the last time we had more than 4 in a box, so. I'll start with just the first thing that's on the list here and work my way down because I pretty much liked everything in this box this month. So the first one was an Isla. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this nail lacquer. The full size of this is $17 and this is a full size. And this is in the color Dewlish, which I guess is their newest color, so we got a new color. 5 free, non-toxic. There are 22 gorgeous shades available, and this is their latest edition. Chip resistant, super shiny, and long lasting. So I did put this on my toes, I think about 2 weeks ago now, and it's still there, and I think they still are in pretty decent shape. I use the Mineral Fusion base and top coat, so I don't have like their base and top coat, but I actually do really like the formula of this. It dried really fast. I only used 1 coat. It probably could have done with 2, but it's my toes, so it doesn't really matter because nobody's looking that closely at my toes. But I did 1 coat. It dried really fast. It didn't smudge or leave any fingerprints or anything like that. So I like the ones that I like the formulas that tend to dry the fastest, which I would imagine that everybody likes. So the ones that I've tried so far that I really like are the Lauren B Beauty one. That one has a really fast drying time, and I really like that. Is opaque in 1 coat. And then this one now is a new favorite because this dried really fast, and depending on the color you can probably get away with 1 coat, but I did 1 coat on my toes and I really like the color. It's definitely a really nice color for summer. Just like it's a warm sunset coral shade. So I really like this one. And I'll definitely be looking into buying more of these in the future. Nail polish isn't something I wear a ton, so it's actually nice to get them in these boxes to be able to try the different brands to figure out which formulations I like the best, so I don't have to, waste $17 on a nail polish I'm not sure that I'll like. So I definitely know that I like this one, and I would recommend that one. So the next one is the Lux De Mer Skincare, and subscribers this month either received the cleanser or the toner, and I received the Gentle Face Cleanser, which I was actually okay to get because I'm sort of like overflowing in toners at the moment. But this is only made with safe organic ingredients that are both nourishing and effective. So this is the first time I've ever used a cleanser like this. As you can see, it's like a liquid. It's made with rose water, vegetable glycerin, lavender oil, eucalyptus oil, tea tree oil, peppermint oil, and rose oil. So the way that you use these kinds of cleansers, you pour some on a cotton swab and then rub your face with it to, clean it that way, and then you rinse with cool water. And like I said, this was the first time I'd ever tried a cleanser like this, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's actually really nice for those days that I'm not wearing any makeup, which is pretty much most of the time. I just use this, wash my face with cool water, and then spritz with toner and put on some moisturizer, and then I'm good for bed. So it's definitely good for those minimal skincare nights when I don't want to do a lot, but I want to get my face clean and I don't want to sit there scrubbing and putting on a bunch of different stuff. I definitely just use this toner and moisturizer, and then I'm good to go. I actually used this last night and I really enjoy it. And I definitely feel like it helps with oily skin and acne prone skin, especially with the tea tree and the lavender. Those are definitely things that help those kinds of skin types. So I do also know that SW Basics has a cleanser like this. So once I'm out of this, I'll either look into getting the full size of this or the full size of the SW Basics one. I'm not quite sure yet, but I do really like this and I would recommend this. And it does smell really good too. It does sort of have like a mix. It's sort of like the scents are competing with each other. You can smell the lavender and then the tea tree and the peppermint and the rose down in there and the lavender. I think I said lavender, eucalyptus, I don't know. But they're all sort of competing with each other. Like you can smell one more at one time and another more at another time. It's really strange, but I like this. It's a really good cleanser. The full size of this is, well, I think this size is $9.75, which just seems like a lot for 1 ounce, but I'm not sure on the full size of this, but it says $9.75 on the paper thing. So there's that. So the next one I got, so the next thing in the box was the Nubian Heritage Mango Butter infused with shea oil and vitamin C. So this is, I believe this is a full size. This is 4 ounces and it says it retails for $13. 100% organic shea and mango butters infused with vitamin A, C, and E help to condition and give skin a firmer appearance. The nutrient-rich mango and shea butter combination rejuvenates and moisturizes the skin without clogging pores or drying the skin's natural oils in this total body balm. So it's a really thick, like body butter-ish type of thing. I've only used it once because I found that it smells amazing. But it's really, really heavy, and it doesn't sink into my skin as fast as I would like. So I did use this once, and I do really like it. It is really moisturizing, and it does a good job of moisturizing my legs. But I'm actually going to save this for winter because I find it too heavy for the summer, especially when I'm like going outside. It sort of like melts off my legs, and then it's kind of greasy, but it'll definitely do better in the winter when there's no melting action going on, and you know, I've got my jeans to cover it up, and it sort of like helps lock in the moisture. So this will definitely be a great one for the winter. And it smells so good. So the last thing in here was the Routine Deodor Cream. So it's a natural deodorant by Routine, which is a brand that I had not heard about before. The sample itself is $4. I do believe the full size is like 24 bucks, so it's pretty expensive. But this is made with clay. It's made with a clay formula and the original Routine scent. So this is Sexy Sadie, which is a perfect balance of sexy, sweet, earthy, and spicy. I did use most of this. I got about 5 days. I used this all in a row for about 5 days, and then I started to feel a lot of irritation. So this is made with coconut oil, which I find makes the best deodorant, at least for me, for my body. It works only really with coconut oil. If there's no coconut oil in a deodorant, it doesn't work at all. I smell like within an hour and it's terrible. But coconut oil, for some reason, tends to really work with my body and does a really good job keeping the odors at bay. It's also made with kaolin clay, and then there's baking soda is the third ingredient. I do have a problem with baking soda. And before I use this, I've been using the Meow Meow Tweet baking soda free deodorant, which is like it's the best deodorant on planet Earth. It is. So I did try this. I used this as many days as I could. I was going to try to use the whole thing. I only really have like 1 or 2 uses left in here. But after about the 5th day, I didn't have an issue with it until about the 5th day when I started to get really irritated, and I've noticed something. I thought it was the coconut oil, but I realized it's the baking soda. I get sort of like, it's not ingrown hairs because I don't get ingrown hairs, but I get like bumps, like really sort of painful bumps under my skin in my armpits when I use baking soda. So this sort of solidified the fact that it's the baking soda that does it, because I haven't had that issue the whole time I've been using the baking soda free deodorant. But as soon as I started using this again, that picked back up, and now that I've stopped using this, that's gone away. So I know I have an issue with the baking soda, but it's only in the summer. I can use the baking soda in the winter without an issue, because I find it's only when I sweat and the sweat mixes with the baking soda, it really gives, you know, it really causes a problem. So I did like the scent of this. It does really smell. It smells good and really spicy. There's like cinnamon and vanilla and ylang ylang, patchouli, sweet orange. There's a lot of like really good smelling ingredients in here, but it just doesn't work for my body. And I did look up the rest of the formulas on the website, and they all have baking soda, so this isn't something that I would pick up just because it doesn't work with me pretty much the majority of the year, and I don't want to spend that much money on something that I can't use. So I'll finish this off in the winter. I'll leave it hanging around until then, but then I won't be rebuying this. And I also, it says that the kaolin clay is supposed to help with oil, or help with, let's see, it says this deodorant has antiperspirant properties as the clay naturally absorbs sweat. I didn't find that to be the case at all. I was sweating pretty much within an hour of putting it on, and I was sweating like the whole day, so I don't think the clay does what it claims to do, but it was good to try, so at least now I know that this does not work for me. So that was everything in this month's box, pretty much an entire winter. I'm not actually disappointed that the deodorant didn't work out, especially because that wasn't one of the high value items of the box. If it had been one of the more high value items, I might have felt a little bit differently, but since I like 3 of the 4 products, I felt like this was a really great box, and I can't wait to see what next month brings. So I hope that you like this video, and I will see you in my next one.